Now logistic growth curve or Varela spiral logistic growth,
अबे जल्दी बोल, कल सुबह पनवेल निकलना है।
जहाँ पर resource availability is limited and rate of change of population dn by dt equals to rn k minus n upon k, जहाँ पर n equals to population density at time t, r is intrinsic rate of natural increase, k equals to carrying capacity, and यहाँ पर जो कर्व होगा against total number of population at time t n with time, तो यहाँ पर सिग्मोइड शेपेड कर्व आ जाएगा। और यहाँ पर 3 phases, first one lag phase, that is initial phase, and second phase is phase of acceleration or deceleration, and then asymptote phase. Population density reach the carrying capacity during asymptote phase, and this curve is more realistic, and natural population follow this logistic growth curve. इसका जो एग्जाम्पल हो जाएगा वो है ह्यूमन पॉपुलेशन इन इंडिया फॉर लास्ट 100 years। और एक्सपोनेंशियल फेज ग्रोथ का जो इक्वेशन है एन टी इक्वल्स टू एन नॉट इंटू ई टू द पावर आर टी, जहाँ पर एन टी इक्वल्स टू population density at time t, n naught equals to population density at time 0, r equals to intrinsic rate of natural increase. Value of r, that is value of intrinsic rate of natural increase for Norway rat 0.015, floor beetle 0.12, human population in India in 1981 is 0.0205. Again I am repeating, value of r, that is intrinsic rate of natural increase for Norway rat is 0.015, floor beetle 0.12, human population in India in 1981 is 0.0205, and e equals to base of natural logarithm, इसका जो वैल्यू है 2.71828, e equals to 2.71828. Darwin also observed while working on his theory of natural selection that if the resources are unlimited then each species grow with enormous potential, and natural carrying capacity K refers to the maximum number of individuals which can be supported by the resources of the given habitat. Beyond it, asymptote का जो लेवल है वहाँ उससे बाद आपका जो है ग्रोथ पॉसिबल नहीं होगा। लाइफ हिस्टोरी वेरिएशन, जहाँ पे अब देखोगे तो फर्स्ट वन आता है ऑर्गेनिज्म दैट आर ब्रीडिंग ओनली वंस इन देयर लाइफ, दैट इज बैम्बो एंड पैसिफिक सैल्मन फिश। ऑर्गेनिज्म that are breeding many times during their life, that is most of the birds and mammals, and organism those who are producing a small number of large size offerings, that is also bird and mammals. But the organism producing a large number of a small size organism, that is oysters and pelagic fish, and the most important is organism that are producing large number of a small sized organism offerings, that is oysters and pelagic fish. और एक इम्पॉर्टेंट है वो है ऑर्गेनिज्म दैट आर ब्रीडिंग वंस इन देयर लाइफ, लाइफ में एक बार ही ब्रीडिंग करता है, जो है प्लाजिक पैसिफिक सैल्मन फिश एंड बैम्बो once in their life. And then the next topic is population interactions. For any species the minimal requirement is one more species on which it can feed. Every plant species which makes their own food cannot survive alone. It needs soil microbes to break down the organic matter in soil and return the inorganic nutrient for absorption. इंटरस्पीक इंटरैक्शन। तो पहला जो है प्रीडेशन। प्रीडेशन यहाँ पर दो स्पीसीज जहाँ पे एक बेनिफिट होगा और दूसरा जो है एफेक्टेड होगा। तो यहाँ पर जो एग्जाम्पल आता है वो है टाइगर एंड डियर। सेकंड एग्जाम्पल हार्बीवोर्स जो है दैट आर आल्सो प्रेडेटर इन ए ब्रॉड इकोलॉजिकल कॉन्टेक्स्ट and third one is a sparrow which are eating seeds. An important role of predation that conducts energy from one trophic level to another trophic level and biological control of an exotic invasive and witherspoon species. Example के तौर पे prickly pear cactus which are introduced in Australia in 1920 and it is rapidly over millions of hectares of rangeland and finally it has brought under control after introducing of its natural predator cactus feeding moth. Biological control methods are also used in agricultural pest control and based on the ability of predator to regulate prey population. And this point is very important, that is biological control method is also used in agricultural pest control and based on the ability of predator to regulate prey population. Predators reduce intensity of competition among competing prey species and help in maintaining species diversity in a community. In a field experiment done in rocky intertidal communities of American Pacific coast, removal of starfish species an important predator and इसके बदले में जो हुआ more than 10 species of invertebrate extinct हो गया था due to interspecific competition. Rocky intertidal communities of American Pacific coast, removal of starfish species that is an important predator result in extinction of more than 10 species of invertebrate due to increased interspecific competition. If predator is too efficient or overexploits its prey and result in extinction of the prey followed by extinction of predator itself, and so the predator's nature are prudent. Various differences that are evolved in prey species of animals. Some species of insects and frogs are cryptically colored, that is camouflaged, to avoid being detected easily by the predator. Monarch butterfly is highly distasteful to the predator, that is bird, because of a special chemical in its body which is acquired by it during its caterpillar stage by feeding on a poisonous weeds. And there are also phytophagous insects are being 25% of total insects, and most common morphological means of defense is thorn. Example acacia, cactus, bougainvillea and citrus. And many plants producing toxic chemicals that make the herbivore seek or even kill it. Example, calotropis. Calotropis a weed that are growing in fields but they are producing highly poisonous cardiac glycosides, so cattle or goats avoid browsing on it. And various chemicals that are commercially extracted from plants, that is from opium plants, that is opium, nicotine, caffeine, quinine, strychin, that are actually produced by them as a chemical defense against herbivores, and that chemicals are also secondary product. And then next is पैरासाइटिज्म. पैरासाइटिज्म यहाँ पर दो स्पीसीज होगा. यहाँ पे एक अफेक्टेड होगा और एक बेनिफिशियल होगा.
क्या बोला तूने? नहीं, पहले क्या बोला? चलो जाके इलाज करो अपना.
Many parasites are host specific and they can parasites only a single specific host. A special adaptation of the parasites, that is unnecessary sense organ are lost, presence of organs of attachment, that is adhesive organ or chakras. Third one, loss of digestive system and high reproductive capacity. मतलब यहाँ पे पूरे की पूरा आपका जो रिप्रोडक्टिव कैपेसिटी लॉस नहीं होगा, हाई जो रिप्रोडक्टिव कैपेसिटी था वो थोड़ा लो हो जाएगा. एंड देन पैरासाइट्स में इन्वॉल्व वन और मोर इंटरमीडिएट होस्ट और वेक्टर. दैट एग्जांपल के तौर पे लिवर फ्लूक दैट हैज़ टू इंटरमीडिएट होस्ट, that is a snail and a fish. Another example is malarial parasite, that is plasmodium. You will also know in disease वाला जो चैप्टर है वहाँ पर डिटेल्स में पढ़ना होगा. तो malarial parasite plasmodium, that is human and mosquito. Parasites may reduce the survival, growth and reproduction of the host and reduce its population density. Host might become physically weak. एंड यहाँ पर जो पैरासाइट्स है, पैरासाइट्स दो तरह के होते हैं. दैट इज़ फर्स्ट वन इज़ एक्टोपैरासाइट एंड सेकंड वन इज़ एंडोपैरासाइट. तो फर्स्ट वन एक्टोपैरासाइट्स. एक्टोपैरासाइट्स का जो एग्जांपल एनसीईआरटी में दिया हुआ है, दैट इज़ लीच ऑन ह्यूमन, टिक्स ऑन डॉग, ectoparasitic copypods on many marine fishes, and cascuta, that is parasitic plant growing on hedge plants. Again I am repeating, leech on human, ticks on dog, ectoparasites copypod on many marine fishes. Fourth one, cascuta, parasitic plant growing on hedge plants. And next, endoparasites. Endoparasites live inside the host and their life cycles are more complex because of their extreme specialization. And the important thing is, female mosquito is not considered as a parasite, as mosquito needs our blood for reproduction, not for nutrition. Again I am repeating, female mosquito is not considered as a parasite, as mosquito needs our blood for their reproduction, not for their nutrition. And next important topic is broad parasitism in birds. Broad parasitism in birds, that is fascinating example of parasitism. तो क्वेश्चन में आता है, फैसिनेटिंग एग्जाम्पल ऑफ पैरासाइटिज्म इज ब्रॉड फैसिनेटिज्म इन प्लांट बर्ड्स. पैरासाइटिक बर्ड्स lay its eggs in the nest of host and the host incubate them. During evolution, The eggs of the parasitic bird, that is cuckoo or quail, have evolved to resemble the host. Host यहाँ पर हो जाएगा crow. Host crow and जो parasitic bird है, parasitic bird cuckoo और quail, इसका जो एग होगा, एग का साइज एंड कलर सेम होगा, इसलिए देयर आर वेरी लेस चांसेस टू डिटेक्शन ऑफ देयर एग्स बिकॉज देयर साइज एंड कलर इज सेम. नेक्स्ट कंपटीशन. कंपटीशन यहाँ पे दोनों स्पीसीज से अफेक्टेड होगा. तो अकॉर्डिंग टू डार्विन, interspecific competition is also a potent force in organic evolution, and variation to the general belief that competition occurs when closely related species compete for their same resources that are limiting. Competition occurs when closely related species compete for their same resources and that are limiting. The first, totally unrelated species could also compete for their same resources. Totally unrelated species could also compete for their same resources. Example, visiting flamingos and resident fish in some shallow South American lake. South American lake compete for their zooplankton, and that is the common food of visiting flamingos and resident fish. Visiting flamingos and resident fish in some shallow South American lake compete for their zooplankton, and that is their common food. And second example is, resource always need not be limiting for competition to occur. कंपटीशन होने के लिए आपका जो है रिसोर्स लिमिटिंग ही होना पड़ेगा, ऐसा कोई नहीं है. लिमिटिंग ना हो तो भी आपका कंपटीशन हो सकता है. एग्जांपल, इनहेरिटेंस कंपटीशन. इन इंटरफेरेंस कंपटीशन, द feeding efficiency of one species might be reduced due to the presence of another species, even if the resource, that is food and space, are abundant. इंटरफेरेंस कंपटीशन में क्या होता है, यहाँ पर जो है फीडिंग एफिशिएंसी जो है वन स्पीसीज रिड्यूस बिकॉज प्रेजेंस ऑफ अनदर स्पीसीज इवन if the food and species are abundant. R के मतलब तो जानते हो, इंट्रिंसिक रेट ऑफ नेचुरल इंक्रीज जो है सिग्निफिकेंटली लोअर इन द प्रेजेंस ऑफ अनदर स्पीसीज. Gauss competitive exclusion principle. If the resources are limited to closely related species competing for their same resources and they cannot coexist independently and competitively, inferior species have to be eliminated. Gauss exclusion principle. If the resources are limited to closely related species competing for their same resources cannot coexist independently and competitively, inferior species have to be eliminated. Example, within a decade after introducing of goats in Galapagos inland, Abington tortoise become extinct due to the greater browsing efficiency of the goats. And next is concept of competitive release. Because of the presence of competitively superior species, distribution of a species is restricted to a small geographical area, but the distributional range is dramatically increased if the competing species is experimentally removed. Again I am repeating, concept of competitive release. Because of the presence of competitively superior species, distribution of species is restricted to a small geographical area, and this distributional range is dramatically increased if the competing species is experimentally removed. And the next is Cornell's elegant field experiment on रॉकी सी कोस्ट ऑफ स्कॉटलैंड। तो यहाँ पर क्वेश्चन आता है कि कॉलिन्स एलिगेंट फील्ड एक्सपेरिमेंट कहाँ पर हुआ था। ये जो है रॉकी सी कोस्ट ऑफ स्कॉटलैंड। यहाँ पर बार्नाकल्स बैलानस दैट इज लार्ज एंड competitively superior dominates the intertidal area and excludes the Cathalammus that is a smaller barnacle from that area, and generally herbivore and plant are more affected than the carnivore. Sometimes the competing species may coexist, but avoiding competition by choosing different times of feeding or different forage pattern, and this is called resource partitioning. MacArthur showed that 5 closely related species of warbblers, if living on the same tree, avoid competition and coexist due to the behavioral difference in their foraging activities. MacArthur showed that 5 closely related species of warblers, if living on the same tree, avoid competition and coexist due to behavioral difference in their foraging activities. And the next is commensalism. Commensalism यहाँ पर जो है दो स्पीसीज, one of the species is benefited or second species not benefited nor beneficial, that is neutral. One is beneficial and second one is neutral. तो एग्जाम्पल जो एनसीईआरटी में दिया है, फर्स्ट वन इज orchid plant growing on an epiphyte on a mango branch. Second, barnacles growing on the back of a whale. Third example, cattle egret and grazing cattle, and that is also classic example of commensalism. As the cattle move, insects flush out from the vegetation, and that would be otherwise difficult for the egret to find. And fourth example is sea anemone and clownfish. Sea anemone and clownfish. Fish gets protected from predators due to stinging tentacles of the sea anemone. Again, I am repeating the examples of commensalism is orchid plant on mango branches. Second is barnacles growing on back of whale, cattle egret and grazing cattle, sea anemone and clownfish. And the last one is mutualism. There is two species is co-evolve and both are benefited. So examples, first one is lichen, lichen जो भी बोलो, lichen, a relationship between a fungus and photosynthesizing algae or cyanobacteria. Next is mycorrhiza, association between fungi and root of higher plant. Fungi help the plant in absorption of nutrient, while plant provides energy yielding carbohydrate to the fungi. And the third example is pollination of plant by animals. Most spectacular and evolutionary fascinating example. Most spectacular and evolutionary fascinating example is pollination of plant by animals. And the fourth and important example is fig tree and wasp. Fig tree and wasp. A fig species can be pollinated only by its partner wasp species and not by other species. Female wasp uses the fruit as an egg-laying ovulation site and developing seed within fruit for nourishing its larva. Fig tree and fig species pollinated only by the partner of wasp species and not by other species. Female wasp use the fruit as an egg-laying ovulation site and developing seeds within fruit for nourishing its larva. Orchids possess various floral patterns to attract the right pollinator insects, that is bees and bumblebees. All orchids do not offer rewards. Some orchid like Mediterranean orchid, that is Ophrys. Mediterranean orchid Ophrys uses sexual deceits to get pollinated. One of the petals bears and resembles to the female bee in size, color, and marking. Male bees is attracted to such petal and pseudocopulates with it, and during that act it gets dusted with pollen, and when the same bee pseudocopulates with another flower, it transfers pollen to it. Thus pollination in the flower is occurs. And the last most important point in NCERT that I mentioned: predation, parasites and commensalism. Predation, parasites and commensalism. Interacting species live closely with each other and that are very closely related, that is predation, parasite and commensalism.